MTD CNC, bringing you the latest engineering news, reviews, events and special offers via video media.
Lee, I've seen some vertical turning centres in my time, but never one quite like this. Can you give us an overview of the machine?
I can. This is a Dorries vertical turning centre, 5 metre table, 5 metre y-axis, removable cross rail to give us 3.5 metres from the table to under the tool, and then a 1.5 metre hydrostatically enclosed ram. So very, very rigid machine. It's fully cast iron, and it runs on hydrostatic guideways rather than linear guideways.
What does the hydrostatic give?
The hydrostatic gives you metal on metal with a very thin film of oil between. Very, very well dampened, rigid slideway on all axes.
And that's on every axis on this machine?
On every axis.
And we've got obviously a turning facility, or turning head here, or a turning tool here. Can you do milling on this as well?
You can. What you've got there is a driven spindle inside the ram. They'll automatically head change, 5-axis fork heads, very rigid angle heads, any kind of attachment you can dream up to get into any application or feature on a component. Very, very high power, very, very high torque machine, so big, heavy, deep cuts.
So I'm not going to ask you to obviously mention customers, but what I will ask you is what sort of application or what sort of company would have one of these?
The markets we go for are the energy markets, the heavy industry markets like shipbuilding, submarines. So big heavy duty components with multifunctional requirements, different features. You can use it just for turning, or you can use it for milling, drilling. Any tricky feature with difficult access you can get to on this machine.
And I suppose the focus is on the size, the fact that you've got that capacity, you know, it's for larger, heavy...
It's for big stuff.
Parts.
It's for big stuff. You're looking at a 100-ton table load on this machine. So, unfortunately, in this facility and in many other facilities, we're limited by the crane capacity rather than the machine capacity. But if you could put a 100-ton part on this machine today, machine it almost complete in one single setup, which is the objective of this kind of machine.
Okay, so you've sold it to me. How long am I going to have to wait, and how's it going to be installed?
If you placed an order today, it's about a 1.5 year gestation period for delivery, installation, and switch on and handover.
Sold. I'll have one.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lee.
MTD CNC, bringing you the latest engineering news, reviews, events and special offers via video media.